Hello, welcome back. If you have just joined us for qualifying earlier and conclude that Leclerc had qualified on pole position with Just Secret alongside. And this is a new stream as we had to do a lobby restart as the damage wasn't on the cars. It is now, and we are expecting a wet race for this event here in Zandvoort. A new challenge for the drivers. It's the first wet race that the Realistic Velocity Racing League have done. It's been interesting to see how the event goes for the drivers. So just moments away from the formation lap. And we'll run down the grid order for the third round of the RVRL here in Zandvoort. So we've got 10 drivers on the grid. And Leclerc lines up on pole with Just Secret alongside its Cobalt ahead of Hayden. Boudigo in 5th ahead of Cohen. Then it's Green, Lone Wolf, and then Driver and Will making up the positions there. All the drivers starting on intermediate tyres. And the drivers are informed just to take it easy. There's a long way to go in this one. And Hayden's gone to the grid. Do feel free to get involved in the conversation, guys. Leave a like and subscribe. There's Colbro. Cobalt has just gone to the back of the field there. I'm not sure what's happened to him. Obviously must have had a moment somewhere. And now Leclerc's gone for a spin in the Rebels, so even the pole sitter can't keep it together. This is going to be quite a long race. Not sure how the drivers are going to fare. So Leclerc, unusually, who is on pole, is going to be the last person to take his spot on the grid. And then once he's there, we'll be ready to go here in Zandvoort, in the Netherlands. And everyone is in position then for the start of this Dutch Grand Prix. The 5 red lights come on. When they go out, we'll be racing here in Zandvoort. It's lights out and away we go. Just Secret got the better launch than Leclerc. Is he going to lead into turn 1? I think he could well do, although Leclerc has just been nudged there by the Alpha tyre. That could give him a helping hand into turn 1 into Tarzan. So Leclerc stays in the lead. It looks like we've got one of the Aston Martins going round. It's the Lone Wolf, but Leclerc's stays in front with Cobalt, moving ahead of Just Secret. So Cobalt making a good start from 3rd. He's already up into 2nd place behind Leclerc, and Cohen's out. He's lost it on the exit of turn 2. That may trigger a safety car. We've got a VSC. He has lost it at turn 2, so he goes no further in his first race in the RVRL. We've got a virtual safety car that's been deployed. It may go up to a safety car if Cohen's car needs to be pulled away by the recovery vehicle. So Leclerc is in the lead with Cobalt in second place. Just Secret down in third. Hayden in fourth position at Boudegou. Will, King Green, the driver, and the Lone Wolf, who's recovered from that spin. We're back on the way now. Leclerc leads ahead of Cobalt. But will it stay that way by the time the checker flag falls? Oh, Leclerc's gone off! Leclerc runs wide at turn 11, gets back onto the track, and Cobalt is ahead. So Leclerc going far too deep into turn 11, and Cobalt was able to take advantage. So Leclerc losing even more time. Oh, and Hayden spun! He's hit the wall as well! No, he's got to be careful not to... Oh, the driver's lost it as well! He's out of it! So the driver, who's running second, or the championship leader, I should say, has crashed out of the Dutch Grand Prix, and Hayden losing his front wing, trying to get into the pit lane there. And is that Cobalt going off as well? I think Cobalt's gone off as well, so he's lost the lead as well then. And the VSC's been deployed once more. And we're only on lap 2 of this race. That means Just Secret moves into the lead, or was in the lead of the race. Cobalt's just got back through. I think there may have been a glitch with the leaderboard actually. But Cobalt is in the lead with Leclerc second. Just Secret is third ahead of Boudegou. Will, Green, the Lone Wolf, and Hayden, who's without a front wing at the moment, is in 8th place. So we've lost 2 drivers on the first lap. It does worry me how many drivers are going to get to the end of this race. Now remember, the first race in Australia, when we had 15 starters, only 4 made it to the checkered flag. So it is a VSC. And Hayden's out of the race as well. So Hayden stopped out on circuit. So he goes no further. So it's not going to be a repeat of his Bahrain win from last week. And Boudegou coming into the pits for a new front wing presumably. And Will's been penalised for speeding under the VSC, as is Green. So they've got a lot of work to do from there now. So they'll have to take their drive-through penalties within the next 3 laps. But Cobalt in the lead, with Leclerc in second place. Just Secret is behind in third. So we've lost 3 drivers out of the 10 that started. So can Leclerc get back into the lead here, make up for that mistake? Coming through turns 11 and 12. And someone's gone for a spin. It's the Lone Wolf who's gone round. I think he's damaged his front wing as well. Drivers just need to take it easy, particularly through this banking here. Leclerc posting a new fastest lap of the race. Will goes into the pits to serve his drive-through. Slows the car down in time. Green goes on for another lap. So we're on lap 4. The rain is continuing to come down. Cobalt runs wide at turn 9 by the looks of it, but he's continued, pulling away from Leclerc. Leclerc staying right in there. Good to go right behind the Lone Wolf in the fight for 6th position now. These two have got a good opportunity for points. Leclerc still closing in on Cobalt. And the Lone Wolf has been overtaken by Boudigu. And Boudigu gets through and up into 6th place. So Leclerc posting a new fastest lap then. And Green's just posted a new fastest lap as well. So this is going to be the last lap before he takes his drive-through. He's got to take it at the end of this lap, otherwise he will be disqualified from the race. And we've already lost 3 drivers in this race so far. We don't want to be getting another one. So Cobalt and Leclerc go through turn 7. So, they nearly made contact there, Leclerc. I think there was a glitch actually, and Cobalt stays in front of Leclerc on this occasion. So no damage done to either driver. They're all over the back of Cobalt now. Just Secret beginning to really lose ground on these guys. Green's closing in on his teammate, but he'll be serving his drive-through at the end of this lap. And Green comes in. Does he get the car slowed down in time? The answer is yes. So he's in to serve his drive-through. It's a short pit lane here, is Zandvoort. He's served it now and he's on his way. He's still in 4th position. So in that drive-through, he's probably lost about 15, 16 seconds or something like that. He's lost only about 11 seconds actually, so it's not too bad for him. Seven tenths is the gap, although it's coming down all the time between Cobalt and Leclerc. And someone's gone for a spin. And it's the Lone Wolf who's ripped off his front wing. And he's struggling to get the car pointing in the right way. I wonder if we'll need a safety car. Oh, Cobalt spun! Cobalt has spun out of the lead. Can he keep the car going? He whacks the rear wing against the barrier. Not only he's lost the race lead, but he's lost 2nd position to Just Secret. So it's Cobalt's turn to go for a spin. So another driver getting caught out by the banking, but at least he's kept going. So Leclerc into the lead of the race now. Secret up into 2nd. That spin won't have done Cobalt any favours. He's determined to make up for lost time. So Leclerc in the lead. Secret 2nd, Cobalt 3rd, Green in 4th and closing in now. I was just going to say, he's 14 or 15 seconds off Secret, and I've just seen that the rain has stopped. Someone's gone for a spin in sector 3. That'll be the Lone Wolf actually, he's just slowing down going into the pits to get that new front wing fitted on. Will he decide to continue? May as well if he's going to go for points, but no, he decides to call it quits. So the Lone Wolf becomes the 4th retirement of this race. So Boudigu in 6th position. Leclerc 5.5 seconds out in front. Secret is in 2nd. Now here's an interesting fact. So who is going to go on what tyre compound? I would imagine they will all go onto the mediums. The hard tyre will be too slow of a tyre, I think, to do the remaining laps on. We are on lap 8. Don't think Leclerc is thinking about a pit stop yet. Two seconds is the gap between Secret and Cobalt. And Green posting a new fastest lap of the race, a 1 minute 21.2. He's definitely closing in on the leaders now after serving that drive-through penalty. So 4 drivers out of the race. Cohen, who had crashed at turn 2, of which Green's just gone through. The driver also spun into the barrier on the last turn before lap 1 had completed. Hayden retired on circuit after he knocked off his front wing. And Lone Wolf also retired in the pits with front wing damage. So Cobalt is in P3. Looks to close in on Secret. He is gaining on him on this lap. So Cobalt behind Secret. Gap is now 1.5 seconds. Now on that 10 out of 36, we've passed the quarterway mark of this Dutch Grand Prix. And another new fastest lap by Green, a 1 minute 21.1. He's absolutely on fire at the moment. And drivers will be thinking carefully as to when they decide to pit. And the gap is down to 2.7 seconds. I think Leclerc made a mistake, actually. He's lost time already on this lap. And that's allowed Secret to close in on it now. Cobalt still keeping up with Secret. Green, the fastest driver out on circuit right now. He's doing a fine job in the Mercedes. Ooh, Green got caught out on the curb there. Nearly lost it. Gap down to 2.3 seconds, so Secret continuing to eat into Leclerc's margin. And Vertigo picks up the first, I'll say the first penalty of the race. He's got a 3-second time penalty now for track limits. That'll go to his time at the end of the race. Green pushing a bit too hard there. Has he taken too much life out of those intermediates? They'll surely be thinking about pitting in at this point now. The track is very much drying. Well, the DRS hasn't been enabled yet. Leclerc goes past the pit straight, as does Secret. And DRS has been enabled now, so that should prompt drivers to come into the pits for slicks. I think Will may as well take a gamble and make up some time. And he does so. Now, what tyres is he going to go on, though? I would think he will go onto the mediums. No, he's got softs ready, in fact. And he's in need of a new front wing. Still fall behind Boudegou. Six tenths down from his best lap so far for Leclerc, so I imagine he'll want to be coming into the pits as soon as he can. So down in time there. Just Secret stayed out for another lap. Cobalt's come in too quickly. Well, I say he's coming too quickly. He's been penalised for track limits, not for speeding. Boudegou's has had a moment there in the AlphaTauri. So Secret stays out for another lap. I think that may be the wrong decision, actually, because Leclerc is on the better tyres at this point now. He's going to lose an awful amount of time. Boudegou exits the pits on slicks. Now, if I was Just Secret, I'd probably go on a set of slicks, a set of softs like like everyone else has done. And someone's gone off in sector 2. It's Will. So Will's off in the gravel. And we've got a virtual safety car that may come to Just Secret's rescue. Medium's going on as well. So Just Secret falls behind Cobalt. He stays in front of Green. This is the third virtual safety car of the race. Will's out of the gravel now anyway, so we'll be back underway again. So Cobalt and Boudegou are the only drivers penalised so far on the screen. 3 seconds each, which will be applied to their time at the end of the race. So we're just waiting for the VSC to go away, and then we'll be back underway for some racing. You can see Will in the pits for a new front wing. And we're back underway again with Leclerc continuing to lead. He's got a margin of nearly 7 seconds over second place man Cobalt. I think it's Secret in third, Green fourth, and Boudegou and Will are a long way back in 5th and 6th places. And is that Cobalt who's had a moment there? Oh, he's crashed out! So he's lost it on the exit of the last turn. Now, is that going to bring out the first safety car of the race with him stranded there? I should think so. So Cobalt, who had been running second ahead of Secret, has crashed out of the Dutch Grand Prix. We're only on lap 15 of the race. So we've lost the 5th driver in this one. We've only got 5 left. And so we are going to be carrying on. The car is now cleared. Boudegou posting a new fastest up of the race on his medium compound. Sole surviving Halfatari. Will go up into 5th place as well. Could do with some points here today. Now last week, Will didn't even finish. Well, he didn't finish in Melbourne and he didn't finish in Bahrain. So it's a good opportunity to bag some points this season. Green now posting a new fast start at 1 minute 12.9. So that's more of a lap time we're after. He's continuing to close in on Secret now in the fight over 2nd position. Now for your information, the cars are on the performance, realistic performance setting. So you expect to see Red Bull and Mercedes quicker than everyone else. And Leclerc gets penalised now for track limits. 3 seconds it is, but he's got a comfortable margin of over 10 seconds in front of Secret. Green looking to pounce behind. Leclerc posting the new fast start is a 1:12.7. Now Secret's ERS is just about run out. Green, I should say, ERS has just run out. Secret's got about 70% or so left in there, which he can use to his advantage. Oh, and it's a crash for Green! Pushing too hard into turn 2, and he's out of the race! That's another one gone from this Dutch Grand Prix. So Green pushing too hard in his attempt to get back in front of his teammates, and his race is over before half distance. Now, is that going to bring out another virtual safety car or a safety car? It hasn't been deployed yet. It may not do so. So then there were 4 here in Zandvoort. So Leclerc can breathe more easily at the moment. It's got an 11-second margin over Secret now. Boudiger's moved up to 3rd place. Will, the last of the runners, in 4th, and that's it. So only 4 cars circulating here in the Netherlands. So you can see your race leader is coming up to lap the Aston Martin of Will. Now, as it stands in the championship, Leclerc will go back into the lead on 52 points. The driver will remain on 36. Just Secret would move on to 43. So the gap will be 9 points between the top 2. Leclerc goes through turn 1. I'm just thinking, with Leclerc on the soft tyres, it's likely he will be pitting again before this race is over. So, at this moment of time, this is his Secret's race to win. And someone's gone for a spin. It's Bougadou, but he's continued. He's obviously in a fight with Will at the moment. Bougadou has got a 3-second time penalty. The gap does say 22 seconds, but that will come down a lot more now because of Bougadou's mistake at turn 10. So the gap is down to around about 14.5 seconds as Will rides the curbs. So Will's on the mediums. Leclerc is on the soft compounds. He's posted a new fastest lap of the race, a 1 minute 12.7. Secret's lap time is a 1 minute 13.3, so 0.6 difference there. Leclerc has extended his margin, and I would imagine that by the time he does put on another set of soft tyres, he'll just breeze past Just Secret without any problem. Without any problems, I should say. 13 seconds is the margin. Will's continuing to narrow down his 13-second margin with Bougadou in the fight for third. Now Leclerc is close to lapping the Aston Martin. And he could be on course to set a new fastest lap of the race. He'll use the DRS to his advantage. And it's not a new fastest lap of the race. Doesn't need to rush with the way he's pushing. And that's Just Secret's personal best lap of the race so far, as Will gets lapped by the leader. There's Bougadou in third place, so in fact Leclerc's the only driver on circuit now. He's on the soft compounds. I think Bougadou's had a moment somewhere, hence why the gap has shrunk massively. Oh, that explains it. His front wing's damaged. So he's gone off somewhere and he'll need to be coming into the pits for a new nose. He'll fall behind Will. So Will goes up to third place then. Medium tyres go on the AlphaTauri. Secret there in second. Looking to add to his tally. Leclerc on course for his second maximum of the season. I don't think it'll be too long before he pits in again. Although Will's continuing to stay with him, Will be on the better tyres by this point now than the Red Bull. Should expect to see him close back in on the Red Bull very shortly. So the gap coming down to 12 seconds now. You can see Secret beginning to put in some... He's on a good lap so far. There's to be no damage on his front wing at the moment, which is good news. He's 4 tenths up from before, so this is his best lap, potentially. And Bougadou's gone off in the AlphaTauri, but has continued. So he loses even more time. He is still in 4th position anyway. It's a new fastest up of the race now. Just Secret has that championship point. And Leclerc is on the edge with his fuel at the moment. So Leclerc still setting some decent pace at the moment. When will he decide to pit in? Now he doesn't have to pit in again, as it has already been a wet race. Therefore, no more than 2. The 2 compound rule doesn't apply. Just Secret behind. Second place is on the medium compound, and is expected to be going to the end on that. 1:13.0, which is not as quick as before. He has got the gap down to 11.8 seconds between himself and Leclerc. Now, Just Secret, if he can get to within 3 seconds of Leclerc, that would be him going to the top step of the podium. And he would also go into the lead of the championship. So by set to 2, Just Secret's that time is coming down more and more. Now, is Leclerc going to choose to pit in at the end of the lap? Will gets a time penalty of 3 seconds. And Leclerc does pit in. It's the car slow down in time as well. Another set of soft tyres go on. Oh, and Secret's just touched the wall there on the exit of the last turn. He's got away with it. He may have picked up floor damage. He's into the lead now. Leclerc is going to be going chase here, I think. Even when on soft tyres, he's going to have more grip in those than Secret is. I think Secret's going to find it very, very tough to fend him off. Although Secret's got more fuel left in the car at the moment than Leclerc. So Leclerc may need to be doing a little bit of fuel saving before this race is over. He's now in DRS range. Going to close in on the start-finish straight to have a go. He's got to be careful not to be exceeding track limits too many times though. He's already got 3 seconds worth. We'll go on to the start-finish straight then. Ooh, he dummied him, didn't he? Secret dummied him. He stays in front. The Red Bull cannot find a way through on that occasion. Come towards turn 3. Through the kinks of 4, 5 and 6. Leclerc's not going to go for it there. Well, they both have around about the same amount of ERS left, so Leclerc is most definitely going to have the advantage when he uses the DRS. Which way is Just Secret going to go? He pushes him out to the right, but Leclerc is going to be down the inside into 11. They nearly made contact there, but Leclerc's through. So Leclerc back into the lead of the Dutch Grand Prix. Secret Had no answer to that. Now, can he stay with him, or is he going to duck into the pits for a change of tyres? He's ducking into the pits, presumably to go for the fastest lap. You can see that Will also pitted him. He's going to go for the fastest lap. So Leclerc into the lead of the race again. Just Secret will be on soft tyres that are 2 laps fresher than Leclerc's. And he's got a gap of over 16 seconds to make up now. So let's see what he can do. If he can get to within 3 seconds of him, the race victory will be his, but he's going to need to take at least a second, a lap out of Leclerc at the very minimum. So Leclerc looking very good for victory now. So Leclerc crossing the line. And it's a new fastest lap, so 1 minute 12.4. Now Bougadou hasn't come into the pitch yet. Been given where he is. And with Will on fresh, soft compound tyres, he may as well do the same, if I'm honest with you. He's not doing it yet. .3 seconds. Secret was able to take around about half a second out of Leclerc on the outlap of his. Went a bit too wide there at turn 7, riding the curves. And 3/10 is the gap. It's 1 minute 12.0 for Leclerc. Let's see what Secret's lap time is going to be. It's going to be round about the same, to be honest with you. It's a 1 minute 12.1. So Leclerc a tenth faster nearly than Secret on that last lap alone. Will's also posted a 1 minute 12.1, setting some strong pace in the Aston Martin now on the soft compounds. And what can Leclerc do here? Can he keep hold of that fastest lap point? He's 6 tenths down from his personal best in sector 2, so hopefully he's going to, of course, get the fastest lap on this lap. Secret will be looking to close in more. It's only half a tenth up from his personal best, so we could be seeing a new fastest lap from Secret in a moment. The gap is currently 15.4 seconds. Secret not doing enough, really, to close in. And it's a new fastest lap, so 1 minute 11.9. So that championship point is now gone to Secret at this moment of time. He's definitely on course for it. Now, will Bougadou decide to go for the fastest lap? No, he's carrying on for another one. No, we didn't see Will's lap time. He's on course for a podium here now as well. He's done very well to survive the early stages of the race that saw so many eliminated. 800ths down from his personal best by sector 2. 14.5 seconds now, the gap between Leclerc and Secret. Secret absolutely flying. Remember, he's on soft tyres. They've done 2 laps less than Leclerc. And Will's attempt down, although Secret is definitely on course for another fastest lap here. There's another new fastest. It's another one at 11.9. So Secret on course for that fastest lap now. I doubt that Leclerc's going to have anything to respond to that. Yeah, he's already 3/10 down from his personal best by that point. So it's just a matter of keeping hold of the victory. Secret's got 11 seconds to make up in 5 laps, which is over 2 seconds on average per lap. And Will's riding the curve there. I'm sure he's cut the corner. It's a 1:12.1 on that lap for Will. What can Secret find on this one? It's a 1 minute 11.9. That's another 1 minute 11.9. It's not his fastest. It's definitely eating into Leclerc's gap now. He's got to hope Leclerc makes a mistake, and then he's right back in play again. Now, will Bugadu decide to pit in this lap? No, still no sign of him coming in. He may as well go for it. He hasn't got anything to lose now. .8 of a second down. Secret's on course for another fastest lap because he was quick through set to 1. Will gets penalised again, although that won't change his finishing position at the moment. 300ths up by set to 2. Secret a little bit too deep into 11. And what will the gap be? It's around about 12.6 seconds at the moment. As Secret crosses over the line now. It's a 1 minute 11.7. That's a new fastest lap of the race. No Bugadu. Does not pit. .4 by sector 2. 50.6 for Secret. So Leclerc's beginning to respond to that now. Not in position to take the fast lap away from Secret, but he is faster than Secret on this lap. 1 minute 12.3 for Leclerc at the end of that last lap. And Secret goes in the pits again, presumably to put on another set of soft tyres. And he's got over a minute in hand over Will, so he can take all the time he can. We know he's not going to be challenging for the race victory now. Leclerc has this in the bag, presumably. Now, will Bugadu decide to pit in? No, he's not. So he's not going to be going for the fastest lap now. Oh, it's an off! Secret pushing too hard at turn 2. At turn 3. He's carried on his way, but that's his hopes of setting a new fastest lap going out the window. He has got the fastest up at the moment, but he won't want to be making too many mistakes like that. So Leclerc's about to start the last lap of the race now. Now, I think Will, within being the lap down, he will not trouble Secret, unless Secret struggles to get back into the pits at this rate. Bugatti will go past him, although he nearly lost it coming out of turn 10. Now, will he go into the pits, or will he decide to carry on and just complete the last lap? He's got a big enough margin over Will, so he may just come in. No, he carries on. So Bugatti pits in, and he's going to run out of time to go for the fastest lap, because he won't be setting it on the out lap. That's impossible to do. But here's Leclerc. He's been dominant since the conditions changed. And he's going to come around to make it 2 wins out of 3 in the RVRL. Leclerc, in the Red Bull, wins the Dutch Grand Prix. And I'm not sure what he's doing, to be quite honest with you. That's really poor driving standards. And he nearly took out Will as well. In fact, Will's out of it. So he's taking Will out of that. This is shocking driving standards from Leclerc. I cannot believe what I've just seen. I know he's trying to celebrate, but that is not on. That is really not on from Leclerc. So he wins the Dutch Grand Prix, but I'm sure the stewards are going to have a real word with him about that. Now Secret will cross the line second. Will's currently classified in 3rd place. I think Bugatti, with him being a lap down, is going to cross the line in 4th. That was so bizarre. So Secret over the line in 2nd. And Bugatti will be the last of the finishers in 4th. Will keep his place on the podium. But I'm sure the stewards are going to have a word with Leclerc afterwards, because that is not good driving standards. I'm sorry, but it's not. I don't think any sim league would be too impressed with that. So Bugatti crosses the line in 4th position. So Leclerc collects his winner's trophy. But will the stewards have a word with him afterwards? He's come out saying he didn't take him out as I was ghosted. But you did put Will off. You did put Will off. But saw him crash into the barrier and he was still racing. By the way, we'll leave that for the stewards to deal with afterwards. So your race result then, Leclerc wins ahead of Secret in 2nd place, who also gets the fastest lap. Will is 3rd, ahead of Bugatti in 4th, and the last of the finishers. Green crashed out, as did Cobalt. Lone Wolf stopped in the pits. Hayden, Driver, and Cohen also crashed out. So, with that, Leclerc moves on to 51 points. Secret is now in 2nd. He's on 43, so the gap at the top is 8 points going into the next round of the championship. Just look to see where they'll be racing next. It'll be at the Red Bull Ring in Austria in a week's time. 5 PM British Summer Time on the 15th of August. I'm Tom Cairns, and I'll speak to you again soon when the Realistic Velocity Racing League returns.